Thank you.
Yep.
So this is a meeting of the Board of Water Commissioners, August 11th, 2022. Purpose of this meeting is to finalize our preparations for the public hearing that is to take place on Thursday, August 18th, which we will be presenting the changes in the fees and rate structure for the water system.
What time is the meeting?
The meeting is at 7 p.m. and it is a hybrid meeting. That is, that it's in person at the Adult Community Center, and it also will be available via Zoom for people who wish to observe or participate. So good to see that you're here with us, Doug. And I am hopeful that we can move this meeting along quickly, because this is the only agenda item is really any final preparations that we need to make for the meeting next Thursday. So I'm happy to turn it over to you, and if you want to we share the screen so that you can at least go through the presentation one more time if there are any questions from anybody about that. I see that Doug is still muted right at this point, so.
Jim, I just asked him. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I'm in the car, so I don't have the presentation to share with you tonight. I was basically just here to answer any questions that there might be. I know that.
I think I can bring it up, unless Karen, do you have it?
Well, Jim, I don't think we need to go through it again. It really hasn't changed much from the last meeting 2 weeks ago.
Right.
And I mean, it's pretty straightforward. With, part one is about the rates and part two is about the fees. I've incorporated the changes that were made 2 weeks ago. The presentation is pretty much etched in stone at this point. And I will be in Wellfleet in person next week to make the presentation on behalf of the water commissioners.
Okay, good. I just want to open it up to anybody else who may have any questions or comments regarding that. Tom or Neil, do either of you?
No, I have no questions. It's all straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried to keep it really simple and easy to understand. And of course, I'll be able to expand upon anything that the public may have questions about. I think the key to the meeting is that we need to be unified as a board when we present the data. We can't have any dissension whatsoever.
Right.
I'm gonna lead the presentation. I will answer most of the questions as they come in. And if I cannot answer the question, I will defer to Jim. And I think Jim, as head of the board, needs to be the only speaker on the board's behalf. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. So Doug, what can you, what would you anticipate might be questions that you would not be comfortable answering?
Anything about the history of, what's happened more than a year ago. That's really all I would be able to answer, because I just don't have the institutional knowledge that you do.
And in terms of the, if there are questions regarding the rather significant drop in the connection fee, and if those come up, do you feel comfortable answering those, or would you defer?
I do. I'm going to take the position that the board has directed me to, and that's that the fees are being lowered to encourage growth in the system.
Okay.
I really think it's really as simple as that.
Yep.
And the way, we're a system of 275 customers. We've got plenty of water to sell, and we want to encourage people to join the system. And the way to do that, in the board's opinion, is to lower the rates, make it more affordable, to have that safe water supply.
So if there are questions that come up about the ability to provide adequate water, an adequate water supply, in terms of what we have in terms of water in the wells, so to speak, I'm hopeful.
I would defer that back. I would defer that back to you.
Yeah, and I'm hopeful that I can have Jonathan Preisler with us on the call next Thursday. He's not available today, but hopefully he will be available Thursday.
Yep.
And have him talk to the data that we have on the water, the level of water in the wells that there has.
Well, I think if people want to get too specific, I think we need to address those questions at a later time. We can't lose sight of what we're trying to do here. What we need to do is, go ahead, sorry, Jim.
What I was going to say was that if the question comes back and say that if our goal is to encourage more people to join the system, it's just to assure them, yes, there's adequate water in the wells.
Exactly.
And that we have, that Jonathan can report that the water levels in the wells, there's been no significant change in the levels over the years in these wells.
Right. I think all we have to say is that the engineers assure us that there's adequate water,
right,
to connect. Can we say everybody in the town?
Right.
Is there enough water for that? And
well, not everybody. We don't have the water mains for everyone in the town, but for wherever we have water mains, we have adequate supply.
Sure, and I think you have adequate supply for people that want to, as we grow the system as well.
Right.
And if they want to get into specifics, I don't think this is the venue to get into the specifics.
Right, exactly. That's
because
fine.
Then you get mired in the muck, and you lose focus of what our objective is.
Yeah, I agree. I would not encourage that we try to get very specific about this, but I do anticipate that we may have some questions about the adequacy of our water supply.
Sure. Yep. We'll keep it generic.
Right. So we can.
And if I misspeak, please interrupt and correct me.
So, does anyone else have any questions or comments regarding the format for next week's meeting or the content for next week's meeting?
I do not. I think we just have some good advices. Stay away from specifics. Somebody's going to want to know when we're going to put the main down their road and things like that.
Right. Oh, well, that we can't answer those questions. That's for sure.
You said we have enough for now, and our new connections are where the pipes are now, and the engineers assure us that we have room for expansion if need be.
So, Kurt, I see you're with us on the phone at least. Do you want to make any comments? If you do, you need to unmute yourself.
No, I think the presentation looks fantastic. I mean, obviously the agenda item is the rates. And, you know, adequacy of water certainly isn't something that is really worth addressing. But no, I thought the presentation was excellent. I didn't have any questions. I did get out the notices to the forum board. It's already gone out regarding the public hearing. It did go out to the Seasonal Residents Association, and they're sending it out to their group. So we did get pretty good distribution, you know, to interested parties.
Thank you.
And I'll be coming into town probably 3, 4 o'clock on Thursday.
Good. Becky, do you have anything to add?
No, I'm good. I think stick to the script and the water rates and you guys should be good.
Good.
I'll be there as well.
All right, good. Good. You know, I had hoped for a meeting of like about 15 minutes, and I think we're going to make it close to that. If there's no further comments or questions, I suggest that we adjourn until next Thursday.
Jim, did you have 95 warrants on this agenda?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Not
Yes.
not on today's meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, you did talk to you. Remember I called you?
Yeah, I had to change it. Yes, I did.
Is it on the agenda, Karen?
Yes, I changed it. And I had to update it to the website too. So yes, it's on the agenda.
It's pretty basic, Jim. I just want to know for the ZBA, if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, and if you don't, or if you do, if you could just write a memo to the ZBA about the project, just so we can kind of check this box for the water commissioners.
So you sent around the application, correct?
Karen did. Karen sent it last week.
All right. Well, I'll make sure that, you know, I'll touch base with Neil, Tom, Kateri, and Kurt on this. And if there are any comments, can we channel them through you?
You could channel them through me. I just want to be careful about the open meeting law.
Well, I'm not saying that, well, there wouldn't be deliberation. It would just be if they individually have any comments.
Okay. And then we could just have Karen write the memo on behalf of the water commissioners then?
Yes.
If there's no comments, can we give like a deadline right now then?
Well, I would say I would like to be able to touch base with them individually on this within the next few days, so that by early week that we could provide that letter to them.
Okay, the ZBA's packet closes next Friday at noon. So if you could get it to her by Thursday, and me, whoever, the comments, and then we could just, Karen and I can just type up a quick memo on behalf of the water commissioners to send to Sharon Inger.
On the 11th, you're talking. By the 11th.
Today is the 11th.
The 18th. The 18th, sorry.
Yeah, so you'll do that and then we can touch base next week then.
Okay.
Okay, cool. You're still in your 18 minutes.
Okay.
So, excuse me, Jim, are you all set with me?
Yes,
Doug.
Doug.
So I need to get back to
You're driving.
my full attention to the road. So if you have any questions, or if anybody has any questions between now and next Thursday, just shoot me an email or give me a call. I'll be happy to speak with you.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Look forward to meeting everybody next week.
All right.
Thanks.
So do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I'll second. So, and there's just the three of us anyways at this point, it looks like. So I'm going to call a roll call vote. Neil,
Aye.
Tom,
Aye.
and I vote aye as well. So we are officially adjourned for this meeting. Thank you. And we'll look forward to everybody will be with us next Thursday. All right.
Very good.
Gail, still on the line with us?
No,
No, okay.
she's gone.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Good night, Jim.
I'll be in touch, Tom and Neil, about the communication that we need to get to the zoning board. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.